Since I've started using responsive advisory meetings, my classroom has really improved because I'm able to take the little problems that I might see day to day and come up with the responsive advisory meeting tailored to that need. You know, if students are doing tattletaling too much or too much gossip, that shows me, okay, we need to plan a responsive advisory meeting based on that topic. And that way I could stop things before they escalate. If I notice a little problem here or there, I can come up with a nice little responsive advisory meeting plan and come up with a way to solve that problem. Really, the biggest advice I would give to any teacher who wants to conduct their own responsive advisory meeting would be to really look at the different components and get a good grasp of those components. So the arrival welcome is an important part because you want to make sure that students know that you're seeing them every day. I think that alone could build so much with your students, of having a familiar face that they see every day and nice warm greeting, remembering to say their names builds up so much connection between you and your students that really you can't replace and you can't get another way. Same idea with the acknowledgments, having some way for the students to greet each other and interact with each other. You're building these relationships that I feel like on their own can do so much, but when put together can build up so much more relationships in your classroom, either between yourself and your students or between students.
I find that the responsive advisory meeting has improved our classroom community because it shifted the roles that students and teachers play in the classroom. When I first started teaching, I was the bestower of knowledge, and the students sat in the room and they were the receivers of knowledge, and we didn't really vary from that role too much. But by doing responsive advisory meetings like this and having the teacher participate, I shift roles and I become part of the community and equal to the students in a way, and they learn a little bit about me, and we have to be a little bit vulnerable too and willing to share some of our weaknesses, and that makes students feel that it's okay to share their weaknesses as well, and they get to talk about themselves. And just like adults, kids like to talk about themselves, and they never used to have the opportunity in class to do that.
I always say baby steps. I would pick something very lighthearted that they can do, so that way, for me, when I did my first one, I made sure I did it using the process of graffiti, where I would write a question on a chart paper. They could write their responses anonymously. That way, it gives me a chance as a facilitator to kind of walk around and talk with kids. And I did it through like a stress activity, since I know it's something that everybody deals with. You know, this year in itself has been tough, you know, so kids have been very stressed out, very anxious. There's been some depression, and I truly believe that it's because they perceive themselves in a negative light. And that's why I participated in the advisory, and why, you know, Mrs. Swain participated in the advisory, because we wanted them to see that, you know, we have self-perception issues as well. But this one was really important because I think kids spend so much time thinking about what they don't have, thinking about the negative parts of their life, and somebody who can be kind and caring sitting right next to them or in front of them, they just don't see them. So we want to give them as many opportunities as possible, and this advisory has allowed for that. I have done this advisory a couple of times, and one thing I can say is the answers are typically the same. They see themselves as not smart, not good looking, not a lot of friends, and we don't want that for a middle school kid, because middle school is hard enough. So we want them to see that they are somebody who, you know, can have the things that they're seeking to have, you know, maybe friendships, and, you know, people who care about them.